As you could tell from my last video, I started to add subtitles to my content so that everyone can understand me, despite my terrible accent. And as shown by the results of the poll I created, you guys seem to like them. However, editing the subtitles in one by one is tedious and takes a lot of time, so I wanted to automate the process by having the computer automatically create them, using the transcripts I write for every video before recording the voiceover. Before showing you how I completed this task, I want to thank you all for the amazing response to last video, and you even managed to double my subscriber count in just 1 week, which made me very happy and really motivated me to make more content on this channel. Despite that, there are still over 80% of you who watched the video without being subscribed, so if you end up liking this video, don't hesitate to subscribe. I'm also working on some bigger projects currently, so you'll definitely want to stick around for that. And of course, don't forget to leave a like on this video, because that would be amazing. The goal of this video is to have a program which takes an edited video and directly adds subtitles to it using the transcript. So there will be 3 main challenges that the program will have to get done. Cut the transcript into subtitles which have to match the audio of the video, animate and render these subtitles to make them look like they were handmade, and finally add these subtitles onto the edited video. The first step seemed the most challenging, but luckily I saw Kerry Cage use a tool called Gentle in his recent videos, which can find out the time at which a word from the transcript is said in the audio, so I decided to give it a try. To test it, I recorded a small sentence and gave it the audio file as well as the transcript, and fair enough, it worked perfectly. With this figured out, we will now need to find a way to group these words into individual subtitles. The algorithm I came up with to execute this task worked like this. Save the time at which the first word was said and add that word to the current line. Loop through each following word and add them to the line until the sentence is finished or the total width of the line becomes greater than the screen size, in which case we save the current line along with the time of its first word in the list of subtitles. We then repeat this process but start at the next word. With this out of the way, we can move on to the second step, which is to render the subtitles. To begin, we need a function to figure out what subtitle should be displayed at every frame. I did this by calculating the time of the current frame and looping through all the subtitles to check which one is visible at that time. We can then draw each subtitle for every frame, and I want them to look the same way as they did in my last video. I used the Python image library to draw the text to an image in the right font, which was easy, but I had to figure out a way to draw the black outline. I ended up drawing the text multiple times in black while offsetting it in a circular pattern before drawing the white text itself. So that wasn't so hard, but now comes the fun part. You should have noticed that the handmade subtitles had a small bounce-in animation, which is very to do using editing software, but it was an interesting challenge to do procedurally. To achieve this simple animation, I started by launching a graphing calculator and tried to come up with a function that could describe how the scale of the text changes depending on the time. I ended up using this quadratic function, but I hard-coded a minimum of 1 after the peak of the function, so that the text doesn't shrink to negative infinity. So now we have a way to generate subtitles and draw them with a nice little animation, so we can move on to the final step, which is to overlay the generated subtitles onto the original video. I had heard about a tool called FFMPEG in the past, which can be used to create and manipulate video. The problem was that I didn't know how to use it, so I had to do a lot of research and experimenting to get what I wanted. To create a final video, we have to import the subtitles as an image sequence and convert it into a video, which should then be overlaid on top of the base video. With FFmpeg, this can be done with a single call like this. So that was it. I tested the program with a few short videos, but never a full-length one. So now it was time to see if my work had paid off. Yeah, if you read the title, you already knew that the subtitles you've been seeing all along were generated by the program, so you can judge by yourself. If you need a comparison, you can watch my last video about ray traced rendering. A card should appear in the top right corner of your screen, so go give it a watch if you haven't already seen it. I personally think that the subtitles turn out okay, even if there are some slight timing issues. Thank you very much for watching the entire video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, even if it was probably not as impressive as my last ones. I've been very busy in the last few weeks, but I hope I'll be able to post more in the next month. And stay tuned for my next upload, as I have a few bigger projects planned. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to help this small channel grow, and I'll see you next time.